me Empress and me got them pan the second segment of the show known as Once Upon a Time in Africa Random Show. Yeah man, today I will continue with the history of Xaymaca, this present day Jamaica, the First Maroon War. Yeah man, this show is sponsored by Rabadon Electrical Engineering. Contact the electrical experts for all kinds of electrical works and accessories. Alpha Mailing also deals in all kinds of mailing machines and more. Yeah man, to stay updated on the show, don't forget to click on the subscribe, like, share and notification button below and to comment as well. Remember that every time.
Hey, what a man in this country.
Easy. The Maroon population grew quickly as more enslaved people ran away and joined them. The Maroons would raid plantations to get supplies and to free more enslaved people. This began to really disturb the colonial people. By the 1720s, the Maroon raids became more frequent and more deadly. This made the British take serious action to try and defeat them. A big war broke out between the Maroons and the British from 1728 to 1739. They called it the First Maroon War, and Cudjoe led the war. The British with their white wigs and red coats saw the free Maroon villages as a saw on their sweet sugar colony. They sent out large troops of soldiers, feeling proud and sure that their numbers and guns would win the war. But the Maroons didn't fight a normal war. They knew guerrilla tactics inside out. Ambush would suddenly appear. Fast raid on plantation to rescue people and take food. Then quiet slip back into the thick bush. Cudjoe led his warrior through secret paths. Their bare feet knew every root and stone as if their foot bottoms spoke to the earth. A line of British soldiers, hot and tired in wool uniform under the blazing sun, would march proudly through narrow passes, only to be showered with gunshots from places they couldn't even see. The air was filled with shouts, musket cracks, and then dead silence as the Maroons disappeared back into the green embrace of the mountains. They used the bush like their blanket. Natural camouflage and hideout made it nearly impossible for the British to spot them. Queen Nanny's warriors were just elusive. The thick bush was like a brother to them. They moved like mist, silent, smooth, and hard to see. The British soldiers were lost and confused in the terrain, and many fell from well-laid traps and from accurate shots fired by the Maroon sharpshooters. The Maroons had their own way of communicating long distance. The abeng horns echoed through the hills, crying messages from afar. When outnumbered, the Maroons would simply vanish into the mountains, gone up into the high place where no one else could follow. The land itself felt like it was fighting with the Maroons. They knew every nook and cranny of Xaymaca, this present-day Jamaica, and used it to beat back the British and keep their freedom. Years went by, and the British were stuck. They couldn't win. The war stalled the Maroon use shattered the British plan. Many lives were lost, a lot of money was spent, and still, every governor who tried to wipe out the Maroon failed badly. Ewe na nana mahwefo na etiefo se de kan sem okasa foforo mu ne eni nyina na yeti ase ne ye kirase ewotwi mu ne nyina yetimi ate ase ayo nananam ene ye kasa fa Xaymaca a ene ye fen Jamaica abakwasem eye Maroonfo okun a edikan no ayo nananam Maroonfo yi asedore ntempara na enkoa bibiri edwane betoa won ebeka won Maroonfo yi etuhye abrofo yi so ewo won mfuo mu na wagi nuane na wagi won nuanam enkoa ne bi nso afiri won nsem Saadi yadi bia ya ebetete English ya brofi pa. Ewo afiapem ahansu eduonu nimu no. Maroonfo yi etuhye ebeye ntoatoaso na ebeye huye pa. Saadi ma English ya brofi eni breye na wobo wontirimpo se wo bebere nwase. Na okokese esi eye Maroonfo yi eni English ya brofi ntem. Ewo afiapem ahansu eduonu enwotwenimu edikosi afiapem ahansu eduasa nkununimu. Saa okun ene ye frense Maroonfo okun aya edikan. Na obarima Cudjoe enidi wonenim ewo osane mu. English ya brofo ni won nwin fitan ene won taare nkokon yi ebehuru Maroonfo a won ho aton wo won kura yi ti se ekuru bi ewo won de hikiri efu nim na wode ahohoahoa ene ahomaso esoma asrafo empempem a wosusu se won dodo ene won akode enti wo bedi okono so nkunim nanso Maroonfo yi anko okon a ya yehunu ne daa ne bi wonim akatia entokwagoro wotete se kwamukafo na impofiri mu na wopie wo so na se wopie wo so a woto hye won so na waginnuane na wagin wonuanam nkoa ne bie firi won nsem na entempara na wasan ayira akọ eye kwayebretu no mu tuu no osahene Cudjoe edi nakofo nenim edi won fa akwati kwan na wonam te se won nan soa ene won nan ya yesisi fom no ekasa kire asase na ekasa kire ebuba biara wa asase ne mu a ya asase na nkasa ete won nan soa ene Engresi asrafo aya wabre na won ho ayehye ewo won taade mu no eboabo won ho anu wawie yase efufa eye ekwan ya Maroonfo na paapai wokwaye ne mu na empofiri mu ana de obehu ane se eye etuo aboba ene akorabo ya toto de akunkumom ewo abra won hunu bia ya aboba ne akorabo ne efrie na woma odedeye esetwere esun ene owuo ehye mframa no muma na Maroonfo yimpafiri mu wara no wasan ayira akọ eye kwayebretu ne mutu akọ akwahyehe empepo ne mu Maroonfo ede kwaye kata won ho te se won toma ya wodeda na wo kwan so aya wo fa so etimi etete etimi yira ewo kwayebretu ne mutu na saade ebe ma English abrofo yi ebe ye den ma won se wo betimi ehunu bia ya wotimi tete eye ohema nani ene na srafo nso won hu ye pa wonam kwaye ne mu te se de kwaye ne ye won kasa bonua wonam kwaye ne mu te se enwa wodi nyaaye ene bokobokoye ene edinante kwaye ne mu wa abra wuntimi mfa wani wa enhunu wom na English abrofo asrafo yi ebe yira ayekora na afi nso wo bebo asesa ewo Maroonfo no epo aya o mabo ewo kwaye ne mu na bebere wuyi bebere etotoye ewo afidi aya Maroonfo ni sunsum ma won ene akorabo ene etu aboba aya woto won wa abra woto a won fom nananom Maroonfo ewo kwan bia wo fa so ene won ho ekasa ewo abra aya won men wo aben bia aya wo hyene na se wo hyene sa aben no a aben ne etimi agigim ewo kwaye ne mu fa baabi biara na ene kasa biara aben ne beka na Maroonfo nyina ete ase empu so wo akirikiri a na se wo okono mu na se wo hunu sa ampa okono edi won su inkunim na se wo brase na wo so te ana wuwu a de mu behu ane se Maroonfo entempa no a na wayira akwahyehye pipo ne mu ewo kwaye ne mu biaye a eniwa entimi enhunu wom na wuntimi ni won achi nananam asase na nkasa mu no ebe ye se de ene Maroonfo ne nenam a ya wo ko wonum tokuro biara ene manhwea biara ewo kwaye ne mu ewo Xaymaca a ene ye fre ni Jamaica no na wonam sa akwan yi so ede buru English abrofo edi wo sunkunim ede jefa hodie de ma won ho emre ene nda bibiri besin twemu na English abrofo ebebo asesa ebebo onyenyen na wantimi enni won sunkunim ewo okonom efiri se okwan a Maroonfo no fa so ene won koye no eyade aya ebeseye won hyehye bibiri na ebema won bo asesa a wantimi enni won sunkunim nananom enipa bibiri wuwuye na ejapade bibiri nso saye na English pani biara obeba biara obeye se one Maroonfo ni de besie ni bia no edi ntwupa ayo nananum yede abakwasem besia ne atoa so adafoforo ladies and gentlemen them we are to end here and continue sometime later. See uno all same time, stay blessed. Me love uno all to the makiano. Tata.
What's a boy in a nation?
Please stop one more time.